Hello, it's a lovely Sunday today at NYC. It's sunny. And when it's sunny, of course, it feels good. Winter and sun always feels good. Anyway, one important thing I want to tell you today is always endeavor to be yourself. And it's something I've been trying to do recently. Being myself and being my real self. And it's of course important that we recognize that it's a journey. It's not something that comes like this, but you want to always be able to feel yourself inside and go from there. A lot of the power we are looking for is inside us, but we have this world which we live in, which is a construction. You know, we see from Meghan and Harry, they lived their life, and Harry was born into the royal family and he eventually found a wife, and they were living inside the structure of the royal family. So that royal family structure isn't their structure. This is the structure he was born in, and he got married, and it wasn't working for him and his wife because the structure of the royal family was working against his own structure, what he wanted to do. What he wants to do is different from what the royal family wants him to do. So that clash led to their exit. They abdicated the throne. They said no more. So I want you to recognize that this life we live in, we're living in a matrix, structures. Some of them our own structure, and some of them not our own structure. Sometimes we say, oh, we should take responsibility for what is going on in our life. That's also true. I take responsibility for what is happening in my life, but I also have to recognize that I'm living in a world that has a structure. It's not all the things I have to take responsibility for. If I was driving and somebody hits me from the back, I can't necessarily take responsibility for it because somebody hit me from the back. I don't know why it happened, but somebody hit me from the back. And somebody can hit you from the back, whether you do safe driving lessons or not. So the main thing I want you to do is to recognize that you live in a matrix. You live in this structure that has an impact on how you can express your own power, your own individual power. That has an impact on what you can do and what you can do. And it's sometimes very tough for you to act in that matrix if you do not recognize the matrix. You first of all have to identify the matrix which you are living in. In the case of Harry and Meghan, they recognize that the matrix they're living in is the royal family, and the duties and jobs and assignments which the royal family can give you send you to places which you may not want to go. For all you know, they don't believe that England or the royal family should have conquered all these places. They don't want to go there. They don't want to have their face doing that kind of job. But they were born, or Harry was born, into that matrix. So in your own life, I want you to recognize some of the matrices that you are living in. Some of it is that I am not good enough. I am not qualified. I don't have the PhDs. I am not handsome enough. I don't have an American accent. All these are matrices that can prevent you from exercising your power. And one thing you want to do is to first of all recognize these matrices. You have to try. But another thing you can do is also to be yourself. And one thing that helped me be myself is meditation. I started doing meditation about 15 years ago. Just meditation is something, there's different kinds of meditation, but one meditation is to be able to sit somewhere and not think. Try not to think. Thoughts will come into your brain, but don't pay attention. Don't chase those thoughts. You're trying to find a clearing, a place of peace. And that peace is like a place where there's nothing. And it's important that you're able to go to such a place and be somewhere where you are breathing in and letting go. And this breath is energy. It's like something that powers your body. And you want to be doing it in clarity. And from there, you want to build your own structures. Don't build a structure on, I am not handsome enough. I don't have an American accent. I'm not a friend to Brad Pitt. I don't have any friends. Don't build that structure. Build a structure on a positive affirmation like, I am sufficient. Because you are telling yourself that you are able to embrace energy and let go. You have a body and you can breathe. And from here, you can do something. You are sufficient. You have what it takes to be a billionaire if that's what you want to do. It may not happen like this. You have to build the structures that will allow you to be a billionaire if that's what you want to do. If it is so important for you to do that, you have to do it. You may fail, but you have to pick yourself up and go for it again. So what I'm offering you today is to be able to find a place where you can be at peace and where you are not influenced by these structures around you, like royal family structures or the structures we have personally created from our past experiences. Oh, I'm a black person, or I'm a white person, or I am Indian, or I am Asian, I am short, I am tall. These are the structures we create that could limit our ability to exercise our power. Oh, I am not from the royal family. So, one thing I invite you, if you need coaching sessions, you can email me at uzny001@yahoo.com or info@chiology.org for coaching sessions. We can start with free coaching, and I will show you more how to find a place where you are at peace and how to put these affirmations and begin to live into positive affirmations, okay, which is a positive structure as against negative structures that limit you from getting where you want to go. Thank you.